In the electric atmosphere of Atlantic City's Hard Rock Hotel and Casino on August 4, 2018, two light heavyweight giants stepped into the ring, each carrying the weight of their ambitions, their nations, and their legacies. ELEIDER ALVAREZ, the undefeated Colombian with a record of 23-0 and 11 knockouts, faced Sergey Kovalev, the Russian former champion with a fearsome 3-1 record, 28 of those wins by knockout. The WBO light heavyweight title was at stake, a prize that symbolized supremacy in one of boxing's most storied divisions. The crowd buzzed with anticipation, sensing the potential for a career-defining moment. Alvarez, known as Storm, had built a reputation on precision and resilience, while Kovalev, dubbed Crusher, was a force of nature, his fists having shattered the dreams of many before. This was more than a fight. It was a collision of wills, a test of heart, and a spectacle destined to leave its mark on the sport. As the lights dimmed and the announcer's voice boomed through the arena, the fighters emerged. Alvarez, with his focused gaze and measured steps, exuded quiet confidence. His journey from Montreal, where he honed his craft, to this moment had been one of discipline and determination. Kovalev, on the other hand, carried the swagger of a man who had been here before, his eyes burning with the hunger to reclaim the title he'd lost. The Russian had faced setbacks, notably against Andre Ward, but his knockout power remained a constant threat. The crowd, a mix of die-hard boxing fans and casual spectators, roared as the two men touched gloves. The tension palpable, the bell rang, and round one began with a flurry of jabs, each fighter probing for weaknesses. Alvarez moved with agility, his footwork sharp, while Kovalev pressed forward, looking to impose his will early. The opening rounds were a chess match, each man showcasing their strengths. Alvarez's jab was crisp, snapping Kovalev's head back, while the Russian responded with heavy right hands that tested the Colombian's chin. The crowd leaned forward in their seats, every punch drawing gasps and cheers. Alvarez's speed allowed him to slip Kovalev's power shots, but the Russian's experience shone through in his ability to cut off the ring, forcing Alvarez to fight in tight spaces. By round 3, Kovalev had landed a stinging body shot that made Alvarez wince, a reminder of the Crusher's devastating power. Yet Alvarez countered with a quick combination, a left hook grazing Kovalev's jaw, signaling he wasn't here to be intimidated. The fighters' contrasting styles, Alvarez's technical finesse against Kovalev's relentless aggression, made for a compelling clash, each round building the narrative of a fight that could go either way. As the bout progressed into the middle rounds, the intensity ramped up. Kovalev, sensing the need to assert dominance, began targeting Alvarez's body, his punches landing with thudding force. The Colombian, however, remained composed, using his footwork to create angles and land counterpunches. In round 5, Alvarez caught Kovalev with a sharp uppercut, the kind of punch that could shift momentum. The Russian shook it off, but the crowd sensed a turning point. Alvarez was growing in confidence, his combinations becoming more fluid, while Kovalev's frustration was evident as he missed with wild swings. The commentators noted the Colombian's ability to stay calm under pressure, a trait that had carried him through an undefeated career. Kovalev, though, was far from done, landing a vicious right hand in round 6 that rocked Alvarez, forcing the challenger to clinch and regroup. The arena was alive, the energy crackling as fans chanted for their favorite. By round 7, the fight had reached a fever pitch. Both men were battered but unbowed, their faces showing the toll of the battle. Alvarez, sensing an opportunity, began to press forward, his punches carrying more authority. Kovalev, perhaps fatigued from his earlier aggression, was slower to react. Then, in a moment that would define the night, Alvarez landed a thunderous right hand. Kovalev's knees buckled, his body swaying as the crowd erupted. The Colombian pounced, unleashing a barrage of punches, a left hook, another right, and a devastating uppercut. Kovalev crashed to the canvas, the impact reverberating through the arena. The referee hovered as Kovalev struggled to rise, his eyes glassy but defiant. He beat the count, only for Alvarez to swarm again, landing another crushing combination that sent Kovalev down a second time. The Russian's heart was unquestionable, but his body was failing him. As he rose once more, Alvarez delivered the final blow, a picture-perfect right hook that dropped Kovalev for the third time. The referee waved it off, and the arena exploded in a mix of shock and celebration. Alvarez raised his arms in triumph. The new WBO light heavyweight champion. The crowd chanted "Storm, Storm," as he soaked in the moment, his team rushing into the ring to embrace him. Kovalev, gracious in defeat, nodded in respect, his head bowed but his spirit unbroken. The knockout was not just a victory for Alvarez, but a statement to the boxing world. A new star had emerged. The replay of the knockout sequence played on the arena's screens, each punch captured in slow motion, highlighting the precision and power that ended Kovalev's night. Alvarez's journey from an underdog to a champion was complete, a testament to his skill and heart. For Kovalev, it was a bitter setback, but his warrior spirit ensured he'd be back. The aftermath of the fight saw Alvarez's name etched into boxing history. His performance was dissected by analysts, who praised his composure and ability to seize the moment. Kovalev, despite the loss, earned respect for his resilience, having fought through adversity to give fans a memorable battle. The fight was a reminder of why boxing captivates the world. To men, stripped of pretense, pouring everything into the ring. For Alvarez, the victory was a coronation, a moment that validated years of sacrifice. For Kovalev, it was a chapter in a storied career, one that would see him continue to chase greatness. The Hard Rock Hotel and Casino had witnessed a classic, a fight that would be replayed and celebrated for years to come. As the crowd filed out, the buzz lingered. Fans debated the knockout, reliving the moment Alvarez turned the tide. Social media lit up with clips of the final sequence, the hashtag Alvarez KOVALEV trending worldwide. In Colombia, celebrations erupted, with Alvarez becoming a national hero overnight. In Russia, fans mourned Kovalev's loss, but saluted his courage. The fight was more than a sporting event. It was a cultural moment, a clash of nations and styles that transcended the ring. Alvarez's victory was a story of perseverance, a reminder that even against the odds, belief in oneself could move mountains. For Kovalev, it was a humbling reminder that even the mightiest can fall, but true champions rise again. The legacy of that night in Atlantic City continues to resonate. Alvarez's knockout of Kovalev is remembered as one of the defining moments of 2018 in boxing, a fight that showcased the sport's drama and unpredictability. For fans, it was a spectacle that delivered on every level, heart-pounding action, a dramatic turning point, and a finish that left jaws on the floor. For